One thing you need to know about Jackson Hole, Wyoming, it ain't cheap. So this is my room. I can't use these beds because I'm claustrophobic, so I end up bringing this couch out. It makes into a bed, and that's where I sleep. Anyway, this is pretty old school, and this is like 50s or 60s. Kind of small, kind of dumpy, but beggars can't be choosers, so what can I say? I'll live with it. Got a teeny-weeny kitchen. Got a refrigerator. Got my stuff in here. What have I got? Cheese. Ooh, that's what I was going to have. I was going to have a quesadilla tonight, but I don't think so. I think I'm going to go have a steak over at the Wyoming Club. Instead of eating at the Wyoming Club, I decided I didn't want to spend $50 for dinner, so I chose to eat at the Cowboy Bar instead. And I didn't have a $50 steak. I decided to have a $21 Cobb salad. Before I retired for the evening, I wanted to go back to my lavish accommodations and get my camera so I could go to a campsite called Gravenchol or Graventrol or Graventre. I don't know how to pronounce it because I don't speak French, but it's a French name and it's on the screen there. You can see for yourself. Anyway, my interest there was that that's where moose hang out. And since I've never taken pictures of a moose and I'm here to take pictures of critters, I thought that that would be to my advantage. And it was. never been to Jackson Hole or the Grand Tetons. I had no idea where I was or where the critters hung out. So I decided to go with this touring company here and a man named Jimmy Blair, who you see here. This couple had already booked the tour and they allowed me to join them, and we got along quite well, saw some beautiful country, got some great pictures, and I found the lay of the land. When you see cars pulled off to the side of the road like this, that usually means that something's been spotted. They're commonly referred to as a bear jam or a moose jam or a elk jam. Whatever kind of animal you see, that's what kind of a jam it is. What we come upon was a harem of pronghorn antelope, and there were a couple of bucks out there that were fighting for the honor to mate with 1 or 2 or 5 or 10 of these females. It was rutting season and there was quite a bit of activity going on. Picked a good time of the year to come because of the color change. Jimmy was a good guide and he was very knowledgeable and he gave us quite an education. Ran into a lot of critters, I got a lot of pictures, and I was really pleased with his service. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get pictures of what I really wanted to see, and that was bears and elks. And it was getting late and we had to move on. So I figured tomorrow would be another day, and I got quite a bit of pictures for my first time out. Ventre, I don't know how you say it, it's French. Campgrounds. And what we're looking for here is we're looking for some moose. This is a well-known spot for moose to hang out. They eat the grasses around this campground, and when you pull in, they have big signs that point be careful of the moose. They can be very aggressive. I was here yesterday and I got some stills of some moose activity, cow and a bull and 2 calves. Calves were a little bit older. I think they were probably a year old. But this is it's kind of a cool campground. A lot of spaces. I'm gonna stop by and get the information at the office when I leave. This might be a place to come back to. I don't know. I don't know if I'm still up for camping. You know, my attitude of camping is 5-star hotel and Jackson Hole. Anyway, really different. This is kind of fun. No, it's not kind of fun. It is fun. Getting up at 4:30 in the morning to be out on the road at dawn so that you can watch the sun come up. I'm gonna miss the sunrise on the cathedral. I will find that spot today, make sure I know where it is tomorrow, and I will go and catch the sunrise on the cathedral. Right now I'm on my way over to the, if I don't see any moose in here to get a picture of, I'm on my way over to the Mormons' barns, 2 barns that were built in the 1800s that their pictures are very, very famous. It's kind of interesting. Okay, I see a bunch of cars up here. This is what we could call a animal sighting whenever you see cars pulled off to the side of the road. So I will approach gingerly and see if I can see any critters along the side of the road. I'll know that this is a good spot if I see people with tripods and cameras out. That means that there's been a spotting probably. Oh, and I see some right now. I gotta pull over. And there they were, a harem of elk cows, looking as beautiful and elegant as Melania Trump. And then I saw him. What a gorgeous animal, strutting around like he was just too cool for school. He was the alpha male, and those ladies knew it. And that bull gave out a bugle sound like this old boy here, just calling in his ladies, and then he slowly turned and disappeared into the bush. And the cows bolted into a gallop to follow him. And that's the way it is when it's rutting season. This is the Grand Teton. This is the high pinnacle right in the middle. And this is at the proper time when the sun comes up from the east. It's shadowing casting a beautiful light on the Grand. And this is a very popular place to photograph, and it's a very famous mountain. It's really beautiful here. I'm on my way up to Pilgrim Creek to see if I can see some bears, but I'm also looking for moose along the way. Not as much smoke as there was yesterday. We got fires burning all around us. Anyway, I'm out looking around for moose. Interestingly enough, a lot of wildlife photography is sitting and waiting. Now I am up here at Pilgrim Creek, and last night a bear with 2 cubs was spotted going into the forest. And several times this morning there's been a congestion of cars hoping to see the bears come out. Well, they didn't come out, and I'm still waiting. So that's all a part of taking pictures of bears. I had a few hours to kill before catching my plane back to San Diego, so I figured it'd be a good time to practice my photography. Here's some of the stuff I came up with.